Just when we thought we had it figured out, we get our doors blown off by the freaking Vanderbilt comment. Golly. What's going on? Rando recap. That can't happen. You can't regress in January, at the end of January. Dang near about to be halfway through SEC play, playing for the number one spot in the SEC. If we get 2 wins and we come out and get just beat up all game. Just go talk about what you saw, man. I don't even know what to say.
It was just disgusting and ugly on both sides of the ball. On offense, we were just throwing up prayers the whole game. We could hardly finish a layup. And on defense, we were leaving the shooters wide open for threes. Couldn't get off the screens. Our coverage wasn't great at all. We weren't doing great contests, and leaving the.
We have to go back and count. I don't know how many times it was Ortega, it was Mo, it was Colin. You can't even put it on one person. They were running the same play. It was where they would run some action at the top of the key, pick and roll, whatever. And all it was to cause some distraction so that they could set a pick down in the post, right, and have the screen come back or a guy run through a screen and then hit that wing three. And we were leaving it wide open every single time. And it was all you had to do was chase this team off the three, because if they got hot, they were going to make them, right? You had to make it to where you could put some sort of pressure on Tanner, because he is a good point guard. He's been one of the better point guards in the SEC, has made a massive jump since last year. You just couldn't let him take over the game, and he made it easy for him. Like the shots that he was able to get assists for, and he was able to get into the paint with relative ease. And he's a slight guy, he's smaller, so like you would want to put pressure on him and put a body on him and let Ortega and some of these bigger guys lean on him, Zell lean on him. And the game was too easy for him. We'll get into the box score, but Ortega was his similar self in what we've seen in the last 5 games at times. There were times though he also seemed disinterested. That play, it will get shown on X and YouTube and TikTok and whatever social media, Instagram, whatever social media that you could think of, was where he's yelling at Moreno, because obviously Moreno's not supposed to be one to pass the ball for whatever reason, right? Ortega was going to do it. It probably was a call that Coach Pope made after BG had to use a timeout to miss that 5-second call. But there was no pressure on the ball. Instead of just getting it and then hollering at Moreno and going down the court, he gets the ball inbounds and steps out of bounds. I mean, that's our leader on the team making that boneheaded play, and that kind of just sums up the night. Like, that can't happen. The way we came out and played this game can't happen after what we had just did over the last 5. But as I pull up the box score, did you see any sort of positives throughout that game? Like anything you could try to pull from it? Like, can you sunshine pump a little bit to help me think about our next game?
We got about 3 or 4 threes. It's good enough.
We got 6. But yeah, let's just go through it. God, 6 of 24. All right.
24?
So we shot 24.
We threw up 24 after all of those misses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at some point we let ourselves get. But we talked about – let me pull the chat. We talked about how important the front court was going to be in this game. Vanderbilt's not a very big team, right? They play a 6'7" guy at center a lot. They got a 7-footer who gets some minutes, but this was a game where the ball had to touch the paint, whether it was Zell or Ortega or just getting it into the post with our big men. It had to consistently touch the paint every single possession. And we started off that way. We started off getting Moreno a touch, Yelovitz a touch, and we missed a couple easy looks at the rim. And then Zell got downhill, got fouled, missed 2 free throws. So that's 6 points right there that we left off the table. And then we just stopped doing it. We just stopped doing it. Again, Otega always going to get his points, and he showed up defensively. There was a couple breakaway steals that he had for dunk. He consistently has those 1 or 2 a game. But I cannot imagine the game plan for Pope, especially in the first half, where you're just trying to keep this thing close on the road, is Otega Owe, top of the key, Moreno setting a screen, and instead of Owe using that screen and get downhill to cross over into a step-up 3. That I love Owe, but that is not his game. That cannot be what we're wanting at this point in the season. It's set that screen so Owe can get downhill hard, right? Or let him get downhill hard while Malachi, screens off in the post. A lot of hero ball today from Zell, from Otega, from Colin, just all around. There were, like you said, no ball movement. It was a complete regression over what we've seen in the last 5 games. Let's see. Let's go through the box score. We had been shooting about 45% from 3, close to 50% from the field. Okay. Today's game, we went 19 of 59, 32%. We shot 25% from 3. And if you remember, we talked about the Texas game. We talked about the Ole Miss game. Getting to the free throw line is important. Making the free throws is more important, right? We were shooting 75, 80%. We shot 58% from the free throw line today. We got
how much of what?
11 for 19. So we had been getting there 28 to 30 times about. We were one game we got there 38 times. So we get there 10 less times than we were averaging, and we shoot 58% of them. So again, that tells me there's no ball flow. There's no fluidity to the offense tonight. There wasn't even the try to attack to get that hill and try to cause fouls. There were some missed calls. There were some pushes in the back. There was some fighting down low that I would like to see the refs call. But honestly, not a game I can look back and say, oh, the refs played a significant part in this game. We just didn't show up.
I mean, it wouldn't even matter. But, yeah. And it's like you said about that screen and Tega crossed over and shot a 3-pointer. Yeah, he's more of like a finish in the paint kind of guy. I mean, if he's open, he can make the 3. But like we saw it, he went in the corner. He just has such a slow build up, and it just got blocked immediately. Just too slow build up. I just feel like we need more smart of a play from Tega. And honestly, the whole team. We were just sitting there all lazy, floppy. We had 4 turnovers in the first 5 minutes of the game, 5 or 10 minutes of the game, and
Yeah.
we need to get that fixed, especially if we're going to be going against Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, you can't – with what you have on this team, I know there's missing pieces and folks are hurt. I get it. But with what you still have on this team, the talent you have on this team, you can't go – we played 30 minutes of basketball and had 33 points. I think y'all's third, fourth grade team dropped 30 points in a 40-minute game, right? That just
no, we won. Our high score is 48.
There's no excuse for it. You can't explain it. I truly just it's baffling to me how you come out and just – there was questions about could Kentucky get to Nashville because of the weather, right? And they got there. The team got there, but the game didn't. Good Lord have mercy. The team showed up, but the game stayed in Lexington because
I think our record is actually 51. We were 4 away from scoring exactly what Kentucky did this game. There's college athletes out here playing ball, and our 3rd and 4th grade team got 51 points, 4 away from college basketball team.
And they played similar to your 3rd and 4th grade team where they don't pass the ball. It's just dribble around and throw it up and then pray it goes in. There was a lot of similarities there. Not a lot of assists in either this game or your games. Yeah, Vanderbilt just came out and wanted more. They smacked us in the mouth early and they didn't let up. We had gotten ourselves in trouble a lot in games. It's well noted. And this one we weren't able to dig ourselves back out of this. We had no interest in it. This team had zero fight. We showed a couple minutes of fight throughout the game, but really it was, it wasn't a collective team that came out there and seemed like they wanted to play basketball today. You got to hope it's a one-off. Again, a lot was going on this week. 5 games in a short amount of time, and then you had a Saturday game going into a Tuesday game, so you got a day's less rest. Again, not making excuses. You just got to look at like what happened when we had been building up to play better and better and better basketball. We go from 18-point deficit at halftime to 11-point deficit at halftime to we're leading by 5 at halftime, and then you go right back into this. And Vandy had shown they were a gettable team. They had lost 3 straight SEC plays, so it's not like we were going into a buzzsaw. I will say, I hate that freaking gym. That gym is cursed. I hate it. Every time we go there, it seems like we typically win. Kentucky, Vandy, we dominate them no matter where we play. But every time we go to that Memorial Gym, that elevated, weird, I hate it. It sucks. They need to change. It shouldn't be allowed. I don't like it. But it's no excuse.
Isn't the line, like the 3-point line, messed up too? A little bit.
It just all looks weird because see how far their fans are, and
it looks like there's no sideline. It looks like it's forever and ever.
It's stupid.
It's one line is switching it, is dividing the court and the out of bounds, and then why is our bench near the hoop? Yeah, it's dumb. I hate it. Stupid. Their gym just about as dumb as how Kentucky played today. It all was bad. Okay. And now we get to go to Arkansas and play John Calipari against the team that looks dang near unbeatable at home. Arkansas outside of Bud Walton, gettable. Seems like Arkansas inside of Bud Walton. You're not going to win that game. No one has. So what do we do to try to stop Acuff, who is one of the top freshmen in the country, maybe best point guard in the SEC, arguably one of the best point guards in the country, bucket getter, can score. You got talented dudes coming off the bench. Malik Thomas is a bucket. Brazil is doing his thing. DJ Wagner is familiar with Kentucky. Knox, they are legit a top 15 in the country team, if not better. I don't know what we're going to do to get in that game. Nothing if we keep playing like this, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's going to be electric environment. Bud Walton is going to be buzzing. We have to be able to handcuff Acuff is the only way we can do it. We have to be able to limit him. He's going to get 20 plus points. That's what he does. He's a scorer. You're not going to be able to completely shut him down. What you can't do is let him get 20 plus points and 10 plus assists. Because that means he's scoring and then he's helping everybody else score. Again, he's going to get his 20. You got to be able to limit him to get other people involved, right? So don't let him facilitate. Let him only be a scorer and then make it hard for everybody else. I think it's the only way you can attack this. I think you got to switch everything. You can't play off. You can't help off anything. You got to make him make tough shots at the rim, but don't let him drive and kick for open shots. You can't play like we did today. If Tanner walked all over us, Acuff, what he's going to do on Saturday could be even worse. So we got to get back in the lab. Pope, you got to look at this film and just call people out for just how horrendous the play was, and how easy we made it for Vandy. So you got to go back in there, and the only hope is that we go to Fayetteville with a pissed off team, right? Arkansas barely escapes a win at Oklahoma, so they're feeling good. They just saw us get smacked by, dang near 30. What was it? Over 30?
25.
Worst loss against Vandy, and it's 2008.
We lost by 25.
So maybe they take us lightly, which I doubt, just because there's still some Kentucky dudes on that team, or at least DJ still on that team. But you also have Ortega, right? You got Colin, you got BG, you got dudes who were on this team last year and they came into Rupp and smacked us around. So maybe we got to show more fight than we showed today. I mean, it can't get worse. It can't get worse. You just got to hope it gets a lot better. I think this is going to be a short show. I don't really have much to say. I think you got to go, and there needs to be tough conversations again. We talked about this, about how we've ended a lot of shows saying, Pope, you better go talk to some players and have some hard conversations.
And it doesn't look like he has. And if he has,
well, I mean, listen, we lost, or we won 5 in a row, right? And a lot of those games, the miracle shot by Moreno, and the comeback against Tennessee, and then you beat Texas and Ole Miss. I thought we would be in good shape if we went 6-2 in January, right? Right now we're sitting at 5-2. So that means we really got to get this win against Arkansas, because we dropped one against Missouri, which we shouldn't have. Vandy on the road, I know it was going to be tough.
5-3.
If we lose against Arkansas, yeah. Which stinks, because we're sitting here at the top of the SEC, and we could have really, really been competing in February for a top seed in the SEC tournament. But it's not over yet. Pope's got to get it figured out. He's got to show back, and you got to compare and contrast with all things that worked in this 5-year win streak, and then go and look at, hey, you did none of that. You absolutely did none of that in this game. Zell had been trending upward at a point guard, right? Getting himself the right shots in the paint, being under control, finishing at the rim, facilitating when necessary. That didn't happen. He took wild shot to the rim. He got himself stuck under the hoop. Bodies collapsed around him. Couldn't figure out how to distribute the basketball. Ortega Oweh went back to what he kind of was doing, back in 2025, where he was taking ill-advised threes, trying to be like NBA game that, the draft asked him to do, like what his combine. No, go back to being who you were, dude. The guy that can get downhill, put people in foul trouble, finish at the rim, go dunk on somebody's head, right? And shoot the open three when it's available to you. Moreno just collected 6 assists in the last game. He was completely absent today, right? Who else? Jasper Johnson.
To be honest, I barely even saw him.
He got in the game, but he could. I mean, look what he did when he got in the game. He was out of control. He had started, playing within himself. He had gotten himself in a little bit of trouble, but he was able to get out of it. He was making shots. He took bad shots. He got himself in trouble. He turned the ball over.
That was the main thing. Horrible shots took.
Yep.
Like, Tega, my gosh, you weren't brought into this team really for 3-point. You were really like, what did you do against Oklahoma? You drove through for 2 buzzer beater layups. You're driving through. That always works for you. But we saw he he can make the threes. Contested, tough, but some of those shots, he had two people on him and he just threw it up. Why? And a lot of people did that too. Just
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
and we couldn't finish on a layup. Zelly, he couldn't make a floater.
Too many misses around the basket. And again, that would happen early in the game, and it got us out of our game plan. It seemed like it would have worked if we had kept going to it. But again, you made their offense. It made it easy for Vandy, and you really did made their defense easy for them too, because they didn't have to contest a lot. It was a lot of dribbling, a lot of ISO ball. It wasn't anything that you would expect from a Mark Pope offense. So he's got to show those things. Again, end of January right now, we can't be taking a step backwards. We had just slowly built up to where we thought this was a good basketball team again. We're flowing. We know certain players aren't coming back. Let's get this thing going. You can't be taking steps back. So if it's one game, hey, we'll deal with it. If it's one game, just no effort, no nothing. Ole Miss last year, right, where you just come out flat and don't have it. Whatever. Sucks. I hate as a fan that we have to deal with this, though. We have to watch a full 40-minute game just knowing we're getting our tails kicked. If it's one, whatever. You go to Arkansas, you show out, you win that game, you can forgive this one. You come out here in the same effort and you do the same thing again, it's a double-digit loss. You're right back to where you were beginning of the year, where it's like, man, this team is underwhelming, underperforming, and we have question marks of what it's going to be like in the tournament. So go back, look at the film. This is what worked first five. This is what you didn't do, which is the reason why you got beat by 25. Let's get back to what was working. Everybody playing within themselves, not hero ball, sharing the ball, and hopefully we get a little bit of calm from BBN when we go and do well at Arkansas. Let's hope for the best. What do you think?
Yes. Any prediction scores?
Oh, man.
I'm expecting a close one.
You think they're going to be able to come out there and perform?
I'm saying if we win, it's going to be a close one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're not going to Arkansas and blowing them out. All right, let's see what the tail of the tape is against Arkansas. So ESPN gives them a 58% chance to win, which is surprising because I would have given them more. See, there's Darius Acuff averaging 20. He's going to get his. You can't let. He's averaging 6 assists, and he had 9 tonight. So you just can't let him get to that number. Arkansas averaged 89 points a game. We're averaging 82 points. Defense for Arkansas not great. At least I have to go look at the net, but allowing 77 points per game. So maybe we can get our offense going. They're shooting 50% from the field. We're at 47%. I don't know if that accounts for our terrible shooting percentage today. We actually out-rebound them. Assists are about the same. Blocks are about the same. Steals are about the same. So on tape, the matchup is about the same. The unfortunate part is we can play well collected as a team. And when we play well collectively as a team, our best player can take over in moments.
Mm-hmm.
Otago can take over in moments. They have a dude in Darius Acuff who can take over an entire game. He can be the only dude scoring the basketball, right? He did it Saturday. He had 30-something. Like, he is a dude. Calipari calls him a beast. He is your prototype Calipari guard who John Wall, whoever you want to compare him to, he's not at that level yet, but he's ascending to that, to where he can absolutely take over a game. That's what scares me, which is why you have to put all your focus on him, right? But you can't let the ancillary pieces also get hot, right? Because if you let Knox get hot, if you let Thomas get hot, if you let 24 off the bench. Oh, what is his name? Richmond, Billy Richmond. If you let him start heating up, like then you're going to have a problem. What you got to do is, hey, Acuff is going to get his 20. He's going to finish at the rim. He's going to shoot, but whatever. You're switching off everything and you're not helping off, right? Everybody gotta do their part so that it's tough. He gets tired down, and he might have 15 in the first half, but only 5 in the second half, right? So I think that's got to be the game plan. You got to really, really focus on Acuff and not let him allow other people to score while he's also dropping 20. But if you're going to make me get into a score prediction, I don't think we're getting into the 89, 80. I don't think we're getting there. I'm gonna say 73-70 Cats. Just I can't predict a loss right now. I'm gonna. It stinks. I won't do that. But I'm gonna say 73-70 Kentucky wins. And we bounce back after this horrendous performance. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna do both. If we lose, and if we win. If we win, I agree with you. It's gonna be a very close game. I'm gonna say it's going to be 76. No, say 77, 74. Cats if we win, and if we lose, I'll say about like 79, 73.
Okay, so you got us scoring about the same amount of points. I think if we lose, it's unfortunately probably a 10-point deficit. I think we win this game close, or we lose by double digits. I could see it. It could be a 79-69 type game.
I was about to say like
you wanted to
79.
say 6-7. You wanted to say 6-7, didn't you? You wanted to say it. Yeah, you did. All right. Well, appreciate everybody jumping on. I know BBN is in pain. A lot of people really, really ticked off in some group chats.
And you are right about the 89. There is a thing.
It is a thing. But let's just go bounce back Saturday. That's all I can say. Bounce back Saturday, and this pain shall pass. We all should be mad. We all should be mad about this game. Should be upset. We should be disappointed. We never should get embarrassed by Vandy ever. That being said, don't forget what we just did in the month of January leading up to this game. A lot of people, Vandy's got the better coach. Pope stinks. This team doesn't deserve to wear the jersey. They've quit on the season. There's things that are going out right now. Ridiculous. Be upset. Don't be emotional. Okay. That's when it gets dangerous. All right. We got a team. They just got to get it figured out. All right. Even. Let me think. Let me see. Because Indiana was beating Purdue. Let's see if they finished that. Let's see if they were able to finish that out. Geez, Rutgers took Michigan State to overtime. Pardon me as I scroll here and try to find it. Yeah. Indiana, who we beat. Purdue walked in there and got beat 72-67, right? So, ish happens. Stuff happens. You ain't got to worry about it. It's just time for us to go to the game or in this thing.
Razorbacks down, backs down, and Acuff down.
Yeah. Say go Cats. Hogs stink. Let's go get a win Saturday. Just do better. We just can't be it. Do better, dudes. 25 to Vandy. My gosh.
Vandy. Remember, it's Vandy.
Did you say go Cats?